What's going on, everybody? AllDaysPass here with a little more StarCraft 2 gameplay. And this is my first practice match. I've played against the AI a bunch of times, and me and Eno Mezzo from The Awful Gamer have played some 2v2s. He just picked up the game, and he's liking it. I've liked it. I watch it a lot. I'm not very good at it, but I wanted to show you guys this game, and I left it on faster here, so hopefully it'll play by a little bit quicker for you. But it's just showing, you know, my skill level right now, which isn't that great, but it's not too bad. You know, I'll definitely be Bronze League. You know, when I do my placement matches, I think here. So I'm going up against this gentleman here, and he is a Zerg player, and I guess he's pretty new as well. He's got a couple drones here, just sitting there, not doing anything at the moment. Something that I do with my probes on occasion if I don't set a waypoint or whatever that thing is when you know, click that and then click that over there. So he's got his drones going, whatnot, a couple overlords out. And I don't scout at all this match. I got my gateway started. I do pylon normally at 9. I got my gateway, I think, at 12 on this game. No gas yet, and as usual, you'll see when I finally do make my, I don't think they're called extractors for this. What are these called? What are those called? I don't even know. Assimilators. That's what they're called. When I finally get these done, I totally forget to even start mining them, so when I go for my cybernetics core, I don't have enough gas. So go back over here and check him out. More drones. He's got his spawning pool started. And again, I didn't scout any of this. And again, this is a practice match, so you have the destructible debris blocking your ramp for a little while, so you don't just get all in instantly, it seems like. Unless there's another ramp here somewhere and I just don't see it. But I got my double gas, and I'm not mining it at all yet. You'll see. Oh no, I do have my cybernetics core. I think it's, I let this go all the way to done and then try to research warp gate, and there's my first zealot, and don't have enough gas. So you'll see me right here as this finishes it up. I go to instantly research warp gate, and I don't have any gas. So I'm like, oh crap, let me get these guys over here. And of course I send 5, so I have to deselect a couple, send them over here, you know. My micro is still lacking, but I'm getting there, I think, pretty well. And he's got his overlords spread out pretty well here, so he would see any attack that would be coming from me or any scouting that would be coming from me, but I haven't made any air units yet. Chrono boosting out units, and I'm chrono boosting my chrono boosting. Not entirely sure how you say that. My warp gate research, trying to get this to be a warp gate as soon as possible. And I got my little tiny army here so far. I think my gateway sits a little bit idle here, and I build up some minerals. And I think I was saving up for something, but I don't know. Maybe I supply blocked. Yeah, I was supply blocked there for a second. Now I finally get my first sentry, and I'm still working on learning how to use force fields with these guys effectively. You'll see me fail pretty hard over here once I get rid of these debris in a little while. But I got a pretty decent probe count here. Let's look at my units. I have 21 probes working, so really what I should have done at this point was gotten rid of these rocks a little bit faster and then maybe expanded rather than continuing to crank out the probes. Definitely ahead on economy here. I mean, he's supply blocked right now, 30-30. And he's, you know, he's working on getting there. I don't know what he's spawning right now, if anything. Over here at his main. It looks like he's just got some larvae going on, but I think he does expand at some point. I don't remember. Oh, I think he expands to down here. Right now he's getting these done out. But he's leaving himself supply block quite a bit. He's got larvae. He's got 3 hatcheries going over here. 4. He's got a 4th hatchery over here. I don't understand this. I don't know what that does. I don't know that much about Zerg. I'm probably going to play Protoss until I'm pretty good at it, and then go to Terran for a while. Zerg will probably be the last one, because it seems to be the one that I had the most difficulty with when I first started playing. So, back over here at my main, I finally got rid of that, and I haven't expanded. I probably should. I got 24 probes. I'm really slacking on my probe production, it looks like. I'm not leaving a lot of minerals hanging, though. And I have 2 warp gates, and he's peeking in here with his... I don't even think I saw this thing initially coming in. But I got my robotics facility up. I set the way. I got an immortal out. What is he doing? Oh, and here comes the first wave of Zerglings. I managed to hold this off pretty well. I mean, I'm losing. I lost the Zealot. Might have lost the Sentry there and the Stalker. But I survived the push there, and I'm warping in units. And as you can see from the textures here, I run on low. I read that it helps some with the lag, and my PC isn't exactly the top end machine right now. It's a few years old, and you know, I don't want to lose any games or have a freeze or anything because I'm trying to run on settings that are maxing out, you know, my machine's capabilities. So I've got my robotics bay researching thermal lance, and I'm finally getting out my first Colossus. Probably my favorite unit in the game. I just love the way these guys walk around, and that thermal lance they shoot out is just great. But I just keep warping in units here, and the fact that you can hit Y as a Protoss player with warp gates to just select all the inactive warp gates or all the ready warp gates, and here's another push by him who ends up hit that pylon, and there's my fail force field. I really should have had all these units over here, and right in this area here, so I could have just force fielded that ramp. But I end up holding off. He just keeps sending Zerglings at me, it seems like, for now. And right now, I mean, he doesn't have any Zerglings. I mean, if I had known this at the time, I probably would have pushed out with this little group right here, and I probably could have taken him out at this point. But I think I realized after the next attack that he is not making too many units, so I think after the next one is what I finally push out. I'm trying to remember. This was just, what, yesterday or earlier today, actually, I think, that I played this, and I don't remember already, but what are you going to do? So, anyway, I'm up to 29 probes. I still haven't expanded, though. I've dropped it, finally. 6 Zealots, an Immortal, 1 Colossus 5, and here comes a whole bunch of Zerglings coming in, and I actually managed to micro my Colossus around to the back so it doesn't get surrounded, and this force wipes those Zerglings out pretty well. And I think it's at this point I realize, you know what, I can probably push out on this guy and take this whole game. So right now my robotics facility sitting idle. I'm not supply blocked. I have plenty of supply. I think it's the fact that I don't have any minerals to spend on anything. I just keep warping in regular units here. And you can see from my hotkeys down here, I have all my units here. I have a couple of these, and I still don't know how to remove these from the group. I have to try and figure that out. My 1 sentry here, and there's a bit of a battle going on here. And send some more Zerglings over. And I'm trying to micro around a little bit. As you can see, I completely forget about the macro here a little bit. I do manage, after I clean that up, to warp in a few more Stalkers. And I decide to make my push. And I am working on a Colossus finally. Researching, you know, +1. And I queued up the next one. I don't know why I did that. But so I'm pushing here and I'm looking around. I don't know these maps because I'm new. I look there real quick and I see that he's got that going on, but no need to take that out yet. It's early. I'm trying to end this right here. So I push in to his main base, and he doesn't really have any units. I was surprised. There's nothing here. Actually, this isn't his main. This is his expansion, but there wasn't anything here. spine crawlers, no spires, no nothing but drones and a hatchery, so I just go to town and he screams in some zerglings, but with this army that I have going on here, there's not much that he can do about it. And he leaves the game, so that's my first foray into the practice matches, and I enjoyed it, and I'm going to keep playing this game a lot. My actions per minute, only 22, not really that great. And let's see, my production, no. I don't know what these tabs do. I never did one of these replays before, so. But I kept my income down, and I was pretty happy with the way the game turned out. I'm going to be doing some more practice matches, and then I'm finally going to do my placement matches. And like I said, I think I'm going to finally come out solidly into bronze. But I just wanted to give you guys an update. I know I haven't been posting very often lately. I've been playing this, I've been playing Minecraft, I've been going to school, so there's a lot going on with me right now in life. But I'm going to try and keep the content coming. I'm going to try at least put up something every week. One of these replays, maybe a little Minecraft update, something or another, you know. But I appreciate you guys hanging in there, watching this whole thing, and I will catch you guys later.